All right, we're back. Sorry about that. I had a student come in to grab a camera. So another thing I want to show you is if you pay attention here, you should be able to tell that these colors kind of match the photos that they are next to. So what I've done is I've pulled those colors. So if you click on a box, like a color box, and remember, if you forgot, we can draw those lines and then we can choose a color down here, and that's how we get our color boxes. So if you want to do one of these color boxes, you draw your box first, and then if you come down, you should have an eyedropper tool. It might look a little different. If you click and hold on it, you want the eyedropper tool, not the eyedropper theme or anything like that. You'll have a couple of different options than I do. But if you click on it, you're going to drag it over the photo. Oops. So my eyedropper tool, and I'm going to drag it over the photo and pull whatever color I want. So this yellow, there's actually, if you look down in this corner right here, oops. Let's undo that. Take a look right here as I drag my eyedropper tool over the photo. So we're dragging it around, and there's different shades, right? And so you got to be careful what shade you pick, because like a really dark shade might not look like the actual color. But you're going to hover over, and then once you get it to be a shade that you like, let go. Same thing down here. So let's say I grab my eyedropper tool and I want it to be this orange color. I can just click, and then we have that pretty orange color. I did the same thing over here. I clicked on his suit, and it came up with that blue. Let me do something real quick. Another thing, if you want like a color box behind your stuff, you're going to draw it the exact same way. So this color box, for example, I drew just like this. I stayed within the columns. I have my box. Something that you're going to quickly notice about InDesign is that it layers things on top of each other. So right now, this box is technically on top of these photos. And the way you can tell that is if I colored it, it's covering up those photos. So if that happens to you and you want these photos in front of it, just go up to Object. You're going to go to Arrange and then send it to the back. And so now it's in the back. I'm going to move it over. I'm holding down my Shift key and my arrows. Always use your arrows when you can. It makes it easier than trying to move the whole box with your clicker. Anyways, so there's how we get our box. And if I want it to be the same color as this, now they're the exact same color, which looks a little funky. And something that you can do is lower the opacity of this box so that it's not all the color is in there, so it's a little lighter, which looks really nice when we're designing. So that's how we do that. Yeah, I think those are the basics of what I wanted to show you. One last thing is if you ever place a photo, so let's say I want a different photo here, and I click, I get my master selection tool, I click on my photo box, I press Command D, and I go to place a photo. Let me see. I need a bigger photo than that. Let's see. Here we go. So I'm gonna place this photo. So it doesn't fit, right? So an option you have, actually, you know what? If this were, let's say it was really big, because that'll happen sometimes. Sometimes your photos will place and they'll be way too big. What you can do is you can always zoom out. If you hold Command and then the minus button, that'll let you zoom out. Just like Command plus will let you zoom in. You want to zoom out, and you can hold Shift and then shrink that photo to fit. Or another really cool thing is if you go up to Object under Fitting, you can fit the content proportionally. So it'll shrink it until it's in that frame, but it kept its proportions, which is really important. All right, so I think those are the big main tips I had for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and undo that. Don't forget how to undo things. Command Z will let you take some steps back. And don't do it too many like I just did. Redo. There we go. All right, those are some options. One last thing. Make sure you're not putting your text box in the color box. Like, these should be two separate boxes. What I've seen some people do before is maybe like your family, maybe this box will have that blue color You just lose a lot of flexibility when you do something like that. So make sure they're two separate boxes, like you have your text box and you have your color box. You don't want them all in the same box. So if you find yourself doing that on accident, maybe redo it. All right, so you have some time today and next class to design. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.